Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to MandMBeyondWord. I'm Mahdi.
And I'm Muhammad. Thanks for tuning in. Today, we're talking about something that affects almost every family in the Gambia: young people, jobs, and government economic policies.
The reality for young people. Let's start with the situation on the ground. The Gambia has a very young population. A large percentage of the country is under 25. That means that the economy has to create opportunities not just for today, but for the growing number of young people entering the job market every year.
The challenge is that job creation hasn't always kept pace. Many young Gambians struggle to find formal employment and end up working in the informal sector: small trading, transport, casual labor, or family businesses. These jobs help people survive, but they often don't come with stability, contracts, or social protection. That's one of the biggest economic issues facing the youth today.
Because of these, young people are the center of discussions about unemployment, underemployment, and migration. When opportunities feels limited at home, some youth start looking outside the country for better prospects. That's not just a social issue, it's also an economic policy issue.
And what's the government trying to do? Now let's talk about policy. The government has recognized that youth employment is critical for national development. That's why youth empowerment and job creation appear in national development plans and policy frameworks. The focus is on skills, entrepreneurship, and private sector growth.
One major area is technical and vocational education and training, that's TVET, TVET. Instead of only focusing on academic degrees, there is more attention on practical skills, construction, mechanics, ICT, hospitality, agriculture, and other trades that match labor market needs. The idea is to make young people more employable or able to start their own businesses.
There are also youth entrepreneurship programs supported by government and international partners. These programs offer training, small grants, mentoring, and business development support. The goal is to help young people move from ideas to actual businesses in areas like agribusiness, tourism, service, creative industries, and also digital work.
Youth and the private sector. Government policy alone can solve youth unemployment. The private sector plays a huge role when policies support small and medium-sized businesses through access to finance, better infrastructure, and stable economic conditions. Those businesses are more likely to hire young people.
This connects to bigger economic policies too: roads, electricity, digital infrastructure, and support for sectors like agriculture and tourism. When these sectors grow, they create value chains, meaning more indirect jobs for youth in transport, services, processing, and trade.
Youth voices and civic engagement. Young Gambians are not just waiting for solutions, they are increasingly involved in civic engagement. Youth groups, community initiatives, entrepreneurships, networks, and advocacy. Many are speaking up about accountability, transparency, and the need for policies that reflect real youth priorities.
This matters because good economic policies should be informed by the people it affects. Youth participation in dialogue, forums, and community development helps shape better decisions and keep leaders aware of what's happening at the grassroots level.
The gaps that still exist, and even with these programs, there are still gaps. Training does not always lead directly to jobs. Access to finance for young entrepreneurs can still be difficult. Rural youth often have fewer opportunities than those in the urban areas. These are the areas where policy implementation needs to improve.
There's also the issue of scale. Pilot projects and small programs are good, but youth unemployment is a large scale challenge. Many young people feel progress is slower than they hoped. That's why continuous monitoring and expansion of successful programs is very much important.
What this means for the future. If youth policies work well, the benefits are huge. A skilled employed youth population can drive economic growth. support families, reduce poverty, and strengthen stability. Young people are not just job seekers, they are future business owners, innovators, and community leaders.
But if challenges continue, the pressure increases on families, on migration trends, and on social systems. That's why youth employment is not just a youth issue, it's a national economic priority.
So today, we looked at the reality young Gambians face, what government policies are trying to address, where progress is happening, and where more work is needed.
And to the young people listening, your skills, your ideas, and voices, they matter. Keep learning, keep building, and stay engaged in your communities.
Thanks for listening to M&M Beyond Words. Share this episode with someone who cares about the youth and development.
See you in the next episode. Peace.
Ciao.